Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bub's Bushcraft. Today I am going to be making a slingshot out of a natural fork, and the first thing we gotta do is find a natural fork. So let's kick off back here into the woods and go fork hunting. All right. I think we've found what we're looking for. Those branches there. There and there. Looks like they got one way on back there. Looks like they got a couple forks on them. It's maple, so it's pretty strong. It came off of that big old maple tree right there. Probably blew down in the storm we had just a day or two ago. So let's look a little closer. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Looks like there may be another one or two over here. Duck under this limb here. That one's a bit small. That's about perfect. Yeah. Well, let me break out my saw and get set up here, and we'll start harvesting these. Perfect. Needs a little trimming up here and maybe take a little off the bottom here, but that's a good start. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these other few. I found two more. I'm going to go ahead and harvest them. There's one big one over here and another one about the same size as this one right over here. I'm going to go ahead and harvest those and let them dry out for a while. This one, I'm going to go ahead and make one out of this one and just play around with it. Put it in my pack and play around with it until the other two get seasoned real well, and maybe make a nice one, you know, stain her up and finish her off with some linseed oil or something. Alright, all I'm doing now is I'm trimming it down to about the right size. I cut the forks a little long, but I wanted them that way so I could trim them down to the appropriate size once I had something sturdy to cut on. There we go. I'm not measuring anything here, I'm just guesstimating. You know, I'm giving each fork about the length of my pointer finger there. And as far as the base here goes, I'm going to cut you off right about there. And there we go. Fits my hand perfectly. It's going to be a flat band, so I'm going to take the bark off here and cut a few grooves right around here, so when I tie the bands on, it won't snap off and hit me in the face. Now I'm going to take my rasp here and smooth it out and get most of the rest of the inner bark that I've left on there off. You want to have your tips here rounded off so that when you pull back on your bands, it doesn't cut into your bands and make them snap. So and there we go. Only thing I gotta do now is cut the grooves to hold the bands in place and sand it down and finish it with oil if I want to. I'm probably not going to finish this one with oil because I just want to get some bands on it and play with it, to be honest with you. Okay, I got my grooves cut all the way around on both sides now, and I went around with my rasp once again and knock off any sharp edges there. I'm just going to finish it up with a little sandpaper here. This is a 60 grit here, and well, this is 60 grit too. I thought I had some 120, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to smooth it down a bit. Okay guys, we moved back here to my work table out here. Pardon the train, it's that time. I scrounged around the house and found this nice little piece of leather belt here, and I'm going to cut it and make a pouch out of it. Slingshot pouch. Okay. There's the basic shape of our pouch there. Got some hole punches here. Make one hole there, fold it over so that my sides match up there. And there we go. Now we have two exact holes. And there's our slingshot pouch. Go ahead and trim that out just a hair. Now, for the bands, everyone's saying use TheraBand Gold. TheraBand Gold is the best, according to everyone out there. Well, I couldn't find any TheraBand Gold locally. All I could find was these exercise bands. And from what I understand, the TheraBand Gold is a latex band, and this is latex bands. So it might not shoot as fast as the TheraBand Gold, but it'll work until I can find some. So this is what we'll be using. There's 3 of them in here. There's the light, medium, and heavy. And I guess I'm going to go with the, from what I understand, it's the response of the bands, not so much the draw of the band, not the pull, but the snap. So apparently, from what I've read, 2 lighter bands work better than 1 heavy band. So we're going to cut 2 light bands and double them up. So there'll be a total of 4 light bands on our slingshot here. So let's open this up and get her measured out and cut, and we'll see how this goes. Also, you're going to need one of these, a roller cutter. Don't cut it with the scissors. From what I understand, you've got to have a clean cut, otherwise it will tear and snap and possibly put an eye out. So you want a clean cut, and about the only way you're going to get a clean cut is with the roller cutter. Okay, from what I've read, everyone says that 8 inches is about the optimum length of the band. So I got my little metal ruler here, a little Sharpie pen. I'm going to measure out 8 inches on both sides of this. I'm going to draw a straight line between my marks. There we go. That's roughly 8 inches. I hope to goodness it doesn't have to be so precise. And then I'm going to use my ruler here as a straight edge. I've got a little piece of vinyl underneath it here just to act as a cutting board. It's left over from my knife sheath making. So it's not cutting straight down to the wood. And there we go. That cut really easy, guys. A lot easier than I thought it would. Okay, there's our 8-inch piece there. You can just cut straight bands, but from what I understand, it's best for the best performance. You want to have a 3:2 ratio. That means if you measure out 3 millimeters on this side, on the side that attaches to the pouch, you want it to be 2 millimeters. So you got a 3:2 ratio. 3 on the big side that connects to your forks, and the 2 on the side that connects to your pouch. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 3:2 ratio here in millimeters. Might as well. I've got everything out here to do it. So line it up there, go 3 there. Come down to this side, measure out my 2 millimeter mark. And doing the same as before, using my ruler as a straight edge. Line them up on the marks I've made. And cut down . And there we go. We have one band. And I'm going to make 3 more of these because I'm going to have 2 on each side. Okay, guys, I have wound up trimming my pouch down just a bit and connected the bands to the pouch with a constrictor knot. There's lots of tutorials out there on YouTube on how to tie this knot. I suggest you look them up, watch a few of them, learn how to do it, because it's not as easy as it looks. I thought I had it for, I don't know, 7-8 times, and it just slid off. And I think I got it now. I'm hoping I got it now, because these bad boys will hurt like a son of a gun if they come loose on me. Yeah, we'll find out. But anyhow, I attached it to the pouch with a constrictor knot, making sure my tag ends, both my tag ends are on the same side. This will be the shooting part of my pouch here. And now I'm going to attach it to my fork.